Hello and welcome back to Path of Exiles. This is going to be basically a tips and tricks video, or maybe even a video series for the game, and the new league is coming out on the 18th. So I wanted to get back in and refresh things and play the game again in my mind to make sure I'm up to speed. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to log in, and we're going to go up here to options. I'm going to turn down the sound. You can just click these tabs. We're going to turn the sound down just so that my voice will come through more clearly, I hope. And we'll push save. That updates it. There's everything. You can change all your inputs here. If you go back, you can actually change to a controller here. Change all your graphics settings. The game. What about the UI? One important thing. There's multiple. The thing I would focus on is right here. When you're doing your map, I would put this way over to the left, this in the middle, and the map zoom to the left, just like this. And you can mess around with it once you get into the game. It's that blue outline of a map. It's pretty important to set it up like this, just because that way you can actually see it. And I'll show you how to bring that up in the game as well. The other thing you want to do is, down here, right here, show the mini life bar above you. I click it on, and I push save, because that way you'll have a little life bar right above you. Because it's really easy not to notice that you're being hit and killed. Your health will go down when it has that red glowing ball right here. Health, well, put it on there, and it'll save your life in the game. So here we go. There's quite a few. We're gonna create a new character. We're gonna delete this one. I was just messing around. Sure, I'll delete it. And that deletes everything that was on that character, but I just went in and put everything that I had on that level 12 character in my stash anyways. So we're going to create a guy. And right away you come to this screen. There's quite a bit of choices. If you're brand new to the game, don't start in standard, because there's no upside to it. If you start in the current league, no matter what day it is, all that happens is your character at the end of the league gets moved into standard. So if you're playing in the current league, you can see all the new content still, so there's no real reason to start over here, because you're going to move there anyways. And this is the most popular. There's more people in this, everything. And you have some choices. So you could go hardcore. If you die in hardcore once, your character gets transferred over to one of these, and then you wouldn't be in hardcore mode anymore. So you, unless you're, I wouldn't suggest this on your first playthrough, because you'll have to start all over if you die even once. So most people start here. Then go down to this, and you have two options down here. Solo self-found, it's also called SSF. Solo self-found means you're not going to trade with anybody. There's trade in the game, and that's a little bit complicated, but there's trade in the game where you can actually trade. Almost all items are tradable. There's very few, if any, that aren't tradable. And but that's a big part of the game all in of itself. But you can play, if you don't click this, or let's say you don't click this, you just leave it like that, you can actually do a self-imposed solo self-found. A lot of people play the game without trading at all, and they're essentially playing this anyways. Then the other option is this mode. This was just recently introduced, and what it does is it says exactly that. It significantly reduces the number of items dropped. You can't buy skills in the game. You're really dependent on what drops, and what drops is very rare, and the creatures are harder. The game's, it's like a super hard mode, and it gets harder and harder and harder. Even at the end game is very, very difficult. So don't pick this if you're brand new, because you won't see that much. It's just not as much fun. But once you get to be a pro at the game, you'll maybe move over to this and this, and there's more options for you. So we're just going to go like this. See how it highlights it. We're going to pick that one and just say OK. And we're going to pick our guy. Now there's a bunch of different classes, and they roughly do what you might look like. This kind of looks like a cleric. That looks like an archer, a rogue. They all kind of look like this. We're going to go with the fighter, because that's the easiest class to start with, I think. It's pretty easy. There's arguments to be made for being a ranged character and shooting from a distance too. But Well, this is pretty easy to start. You get a lot of health nodes and on our passive tree, so we're just going to go with this, and it's pretty straightforward. You'll do fine. And it's a regular league, so even if you die, there's no real loss until in the end game. If you start dying, there's a 10% EXP penalty at the very end, but that's way down towards the end. So when you first start and learn, no problem. Just go ahead and I like this one. The neat thing about this guy is there's a subclass that you can get for this guy who makes you unstoppable. That means you won't be stunnable. You won't be. They can't slow you down beyond your regular speed. You can't be frozen. It just makes it so a lot of the bad stuff in the game you get to ignore it. Whereas these guys, they have to either deal with it or they have to spend points to try to deal with it. So it's tough. This guy, just one thing unlocks all that stuff. So I'm going to pick him.
Do you think you're savage enough to face the
It's pretty loud. That's called a marauder, and we're going to give him a name.
We offered you service, yet you wasted your strength.
There we go. And you can't put spaces in here, so.
Rayclast offers you something else.
There we go. And we're going to subclass into the Juggernaut on him, which is going to be fun. So right when you start up, you've got your mini map up here, and if you push tab, you can move it to right here. We'll left click to stand up, and we're just going to move around. And you can see how that little X on you is right there. That's where you are in the mini map. And what I explained earlier was that options under UI, we'll scroll down a little bit. See how this is the map transparency, how it almost goes away. You don't want it too bright or too light. I like it right about in the middle. You can zoom the map in or out. I try to zoom it all the way out like that so it gets very small so I can see more of the map. And then if you put the landscape on, I don't like that because then it's just harder for me to see. I don't want all these walls and cliffs on the map. I just want the lines where I can walk. Perfect. Push save, close. All right, let's go. The next thing you want to do is left click on this and put the feet here. That way, let's say you're in a tight spot. We're going to pick this up. We're going to go like this. We're going to put that left click and pick that there. So this is going to be our right click is swing and our left click is move. But the problem is, let's say you had left click to attack and you're in a very narrow passageway with lots of monsters around and you're almost dying and you want to get through there and you're trying to move and you're like, this is set on attack. Well, then you're going to attack and you're not going to move. So this one, move means move and not attack. So that's good. So we're going to start off with that. So let's go talk to this guy. And we'll push continue. We'll just attack that guy. Perfect. We got a heavy strike gem. Okay, I press X to open up my inventory. And even these things, here's our health potions, A, S, Q, space, shift, space. All of these are set right here. You're going to want to spend a little bit of time here as well. So I've set these up. I like these keys. I like A and S for my health potions. I don't like it on 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to reach up there. I want my hand right down here where I can push all the buttons that I want. So we're going to go like this. And in that list is inventory. Also character sheet. First, I have it on C. I have the map switching on tab. And then if I want to see the overall map, it's the tilde key right above the tab, that little squiggly line. And there it is. And we're right here. We're heading this way. So let's open up our inventory. We've got a gem here, and then it always drops. That first gem for a marauder is going to give you a heavy strike. We can read that. It says knock enemies back. I don't like this skill, but it's going to give us the skill, for this up until we can get a different one. Let's put that in there. Left click. We put it right here. And we look. We've got so that's a red gem, a red skill gem called Heavy Strike in the red socket. So all these items can have sockets. Let's say you had some armor on, and it had two. You could put the red right on there. It wouldn't matter. You could still use it. So it wants us to press 1 for that. Well, I don't want to do that. I want it to be this one. So let's take this off, left click. We'll push X to exit it out of there. And then you go like that. So now our right click does heavy strike. And if we don't have enough mana, because it costs 5 mana up there on the top right, if we don't have enough mana, it'll do a regular swing. And that's what I would want it to do anyway. So we're in great shape. Also, I look down here, and I want this over here for now. Just for a second, we're going to put it actually on Q. So now if I press Q, I get my mana back. And if I push AS, then I get my health back. So let's go into this. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a pro tip. You really don't have to, if you want to, you can fight all the monsters along here, along this whole beachfront as we're going towards town. But what the pros do is, they just walk along here. Oh, we want to open that chest, though. And we want to have to kill this guy, because, you know, he's right in our way. So we're just going to walk up and right-click on him. Twice does it. Nice. A Ruthless gem. A Ruthless support gem, not the Ruthless mode. And right away I say, okay, it gives you the red gem, which, when this starts out, it's going to lock it in. It's going to give you this weapon with the 2 reds, and they're going to be connected. See that link? That's really important. Don't miss that. That means if you get something called a support gem, which this is, it says Ruthless Support, it'll support a slam, a melee. It's a slam that supports melee, attack, or strike skills. And we look up here, is this one of those things? Is it attack, a melee, or strike? It's all 3 of them, so it's definitely going to support it. So what this does is, I'll let you pause, but every 3 hits, it makes it a really, really strong hit. So we're going to put that right there, and that just improves this attack, this heavy strike skill. Makes it a little bit better. It also costs 1 more. Oh, hey, buddy. Not very nice of him. Once we get some regen, this will naturally regen, but now we've taken a hit, so. We could use we're going to use a potion by pressing A, and it refreshes it, and our potion went down. The next potion I want to use is probably this one. That way both will go down, because as I hit and kill more monsters, it'll refill all your used flasks. So don't use this one all the way to the bottom, and then use the one. Use 1 and 1. That way it'll refill both, and you're getting the refills are important. So, you know, if it's full already, it's not refilling anything. So let's hug the water. Let's see if we can find there's a bad guy at the end. And this bad guy, we're going to fight him in a counterclockwise fight. That way he hits you less often, we'll see, if we fight him counterclockwise. And I've got my hands hovering over the A, the S, and the Q is right there for more mana. The mana, if I get too low, I don't want to just be poking them at him. I want to use my heavy strike. Oh, I hear him. That's the bad guy. So we can run around him and left. Just like this, we should be able to just run around him. So let's do that. And if I'm fighting like this, I'll take the map off too. So let's do that. Ooh, that's a stun. We hit him hard enough that it stunned him. So what that probably did was it probably procced a heavy strike with 20% more or something. Whoa, let's get him. We hit him hard. Nice. Now we're going to press Q to get our mana back. Uh-oh. Watch what happens. Uh-oh, he got mad. He took the sword out of his chest, and he's back to full health again. But that's okay. Well, I aimed the wrong way. Ooh, he's really mad. Well, if I could aim the right way. I'm going to use my health potion. Oh, come on. Oh, Q for mana. On a ranged character, this is a lot easier. You can kind of clear out the area of bad guys around him. And, you know, you can just kind of kite him away from wherever he's going. So this is a little bit harder on a melee character, but that's okay. Oh, very nice. So we got 3 different kinds. We got a regular normal items. Those are the white items. Magic is blue. And rare is green, yellow. So let's take all of them. And the reason you want to take all of them, especially when you're first starting, is I think this is auto equipped. So this, when I picked it up, it said, "Hey, you don't have any gloves on. We might as well put these gloves here." And that was cool. And look at that. It says if you hover over it, this is a 3-linked item. We got pretty lucky there. It's 5 energy shield. And sure enough, if I take that off, we don't have any energy shield. That's just a little bonus shield that the monsters have to fight through to get to your health. And it replenishes on itself. Pretty cool. And then we're looking at this. We say, okay, it would be nice if I could put this in here. It might actually hit harder than this. But here's the problem. There's no links. This is a red. Ooh, this is a red, green. This is a 2-handed sword, red, green. So let's take a look. Click that. We'll open up our character sheet. This says 15.9 damage per second so far with our heavy strike. Let's do this. This is a 2-handed weapon. We're going to go like that and like that. And we're going to replace it. See right here? We're going to go like that. We're going to find out, ooh, this is a 2-handed weapon too. This one might even be better than this one. But that's okay. Let's see if it does more damage. 15.9, now it does 30.6. Now the difference is, this gets 1.4 attacks per second, and this one only gets, ooh, it gets a lot of swings too. So it's a fast blade. It gets a lot of swings. So we're in good shape. There's no real downside. We should be using this one. Okay. Now the other thing is, we got these 2 unidentified items. And we're like, uh-oh, I can identify them right here with this scroll. It says, identify as an item. So I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to hold the shift button down. That way I can identify more than one. I hold shift, and it'll use one each time, but that way I don't have to go back and forth. So we're going to right-click, and then we're going to left-click. And we're going to left-click. Okay, so now we use 2 to do that. And I'll show you how you replenish these too. It has to do with these. We're going to take a look real quick. Let's see. This item, it adds more to our accuracy. So this is like accuracy through the roof. But it doesn't have red, green. So this is not worth it to us. We can't do anything with it. So we're going to end up selling this. What about this item? This one adds 10 to our armor. Oh, no movement. I would hope, you always kind of want to look for movement speed. So if, let's say we got a really bad pair of even magic boots that just had movement speed on them, you're pretty much going to throw these away and take the, the worst boots because movement speed is that important. But we'll put them on because they help us. Cool. So we've killed this guy. We're heading into town. The door is right here. He opens it up for us, and we're in town. Very cool. All right. Town, there's 2 ways in. You could walk up this way. See that? You could walk up here, or we could walk up this way. But before we do that, we're going to make a couple of observations here. What you want to remember is if you're low on wisdom scrolls, these things right here, when we sell them, they sell for a scrap. Well, 5 scraps make a wisdom scroll. So I'm gonna try to collect a bunch of these to get more and more wisdom scrolls, because you can buy things with wisdom scrolls. You're gonna need a lot. So pick these things up. Even look in chests for wisdom scrolls. There, we'll show you. It's important. And you think, oh, it's only 1 piece of scrap. Well, they add up pretty quick, and then you get more wisdom scrolls, and you can do more things and all kinds of stuff. This one sells for something else. We'll show you that too. All right, so let's go up here, and this is the point where we're up a level now. We've leveled from 1 to 2. We're in Lion Eyes Watch. That's the city. We're in Crucible League. That's the connection where I'm connected to. And we're going to go like this. All right, moment of truth. We're going to spend this point that we got. It's a passive point. We get, probably 121 of them, max. So we're going to spend one. So this is the point where you might get scared, but don't be scared because there's a very easy way around this. We're not even going to use a build guide at all. Because build guides, it's not fun just having to follow and do exactly what they say to do. This one allows you to do whatever you want to do. Here we go. Oh boy. So this is highlighted, so this is where we start. You think, oh, this is pretty bad. But if you scroll out by scrolling down on your scroll wheel, gets bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger. Doesn't even fill up the whole. It's more than the whole screen. But that's not to worry, because we're only focused over here. I mean, there's cool stuff over here, right? I mean, we can look at, let's say, that's pretty cool. Minions explode when they reduce the low life, dealing 33% of their damage. That would be cool. But we're not anywhere close to that stuff. We'd have to, work our way over there. But there's cooler stuff for us over here. All over here. And there's all different ways you can build your character. So we're going to go look at this. What I like to do is, I don't want to try to look too far ahead. We're just looking for the big things that are close to us. Meaning these are small ones. They do little things. These are the little ones. These are called the travel nodes because you travel to a bigger node. There's even bigger nodes out here on the edge. See, those are big, big, big nodes. We're going to look for the big-ish nodes. And these are right here. So we want this one. That regenerates our health. That'd be nice to have. And a little more strength. And strength does this. There's strength. For every 2 strength, you get an extra life and more damage for 5 strength. Intelligence is 1 mana and some energy shield. And evasion is like your ability to dodge and your accuracy. All these are, they have their things. But as a marauder, our character is by default, we get more strength than these other 2 things. So, let's find out. Do we want that? Do we want that? That's life. This is an increased attack speed. That I like. I love increased attack speed. Global accuracy, we're going to need that because our sub-class really uses accuracy and really boosts our damage with accuracy, even if we're over-capped in accuracy, so that's a good thing. So let's find out. I kind of want to go for this one first. That sounds fun, because then I'm going to go here, and I might go there, and I might go here, and I might go here. So I'm going to get all these, but let's find out what we got. How can I get over there? Do I want to go this way? Or do I want to go this way? So we're going to look, we're going to say, okay, that's life and damage. Melee damage, which we're doing. That's life and armor. Armor and life. Armor and life. That's a lot of armor. There's some regen. Okay, so this way, if we were to go this way, it's more defensive. Okay, this is a defensive start to your game. So if you find yourself dying a lot, go this way. But if you're comfortable, I'm more comfortable with the game. Looks like I'm going to go damage, speed on my attacks, damage. Oh boy. I'm more comfortable with the game. I'm going to go this way. If you're taking a lot of hits and you're dying and you're not having fun dying, I'd go that way. And there are ways to undo this later. They're a little expensive to undo, but they're very doable. You get a lot of points to be able to reset your your skill tree. We're going to go this way. Apply. So you click it. You can unclick it too, like that. I've allocated it. You can also search up here too if you want to look for 2-handed weapons, okay? See how it starts to go like that? We're carrying a 2-handed weapon, and eventually I want to use a 2-handed weapon in the end game. Well, look at all these nodes for 2-handers. They're all flashing. There's a lot of 2-handed nodes around here. And let's see if there's 2-handed nodes on the other side. Not really. But over here there's a lot. There's down here. There's here. There's there. So it looks like we're in the right area for 2-handed weapons. Pretty cool. So we've clicked that. We'll take that off of there so it stops. Oh, cancel. Oops. I just wanted to get that off of there. There's the X for that. There. I just wanted to take the search off. So we're going to spend the point. Pretty cool. So that's the skill tree that everybody worries about. Until you get really, really good at the game and you want to follow a building guide, you can do that. There's websites that'll take you step by step every spot. But if you just want to play a warrior class and get up there and smash some stuff with your sword, This is very doable. This is the defensive route. This is the offensive route to start. We're gonna be able to do so much damage no matter what drops. We're gonna be able to. We'll do fine. So I just press escape. Here we are. We're in town. Here's our stash. Now, you saw me delete that guy at the beginning, so I had some stuff from him. These are all different wisdom scrolls and stuff like that. Now, I've saved up 10. I'm not going to use these right away. I'm going to show you how to get more, how we do it. So that way you know this is what you would start with roughly. You wouldn't have these, so I'm not going to use these for a little bit until I get deeper into the game. Then I'll just say it doesn't really matter. So here we go. We're going to walk up to Nessa. She's going to talk to you, and I'll let you, do this on your own. We're going to press continue. We're going to sell the items. So selling the items, remember when I said we need more of these? Well, this is how we get them. Watch this. You hold down the control key. You can do it this way and drag it over there. Or you can hold control and just click them right over there. That's a huge benefit. We get 2 of these. Well, 2 of those. It's 2 of 5. Once you get 5, you get a wisdom scroll. Boom. This one's a magic item. They're going to give us more than just that. They're going to give us 1 of those. Now that's identified. If it wasn't identified, you get 2 of these. So if you're not going to use it, I would sell it unidentified in this case. We'll double check that, but I believe that's the case. So we're going to say accept. And we're good to go. Now, if I had 3 of these, I could buy some stuff. So specifically, I would buy one of these. So it really adds to my damage. But I don't have those. I mean, I do in the chest, but that would be cheating, so I'm not going to do it. I could buy this. I could buy a bunch of different things. But I don't have it, but I'm going to show you how to get them. We're going to go over and talk to Bestel.
There's an island.
There's an island, so he wants us to go find a medicine chest on an island. What about this guy?
Fine work with Hilly.
Oh, very cool. All right, so he's given us a reward. Now let's say for some reason you said, "Oh, I'm going to escape out of it."
Stay sharp out.
And you're like, "Where's my reward?" You talk to him again.
Greetings.
Right here. Look for the word reward somewhere in this list. Click it again, and there's your reward back until you choose it. So we're going to figure out what we want to do. We can do ground slam. That's an AoE. And I think if you click on this, learn about the skill, it'll show it to you. So that's a ground slam. Okay. Something. What about this one? Click on that little, not there, click here. This is Molten Strike. Let's click that one. Boom. Ooh, and it bounces and it does fire. That's interesting. And it'll even tell you the support gems that are suggested in it, as you get a bunch of support gems that change how this spell works. Or attack or skill works. Pretty cool. Shield Crush. How does that one work? Probably with a shield. Does he have a shield? Yeah, it looks like he's got a shield on and he smashes and does things. Interesting. We don't even have a shield, so we're not going to pick that one. And we're good. I'm going to go with Molten Strike. That's an easy one to go with. A lot of people like it. And there's other things you can do later. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. It's a safe bet. So we're going to left click. And I drop it in there. I open up my item. I left click. And we're going to replace that. And it can go either. See how this is this way? And it highlights. And that means they're linked. And that is supporting that. But you could also do it this way. Still linked. Still does the same thing. Still right there. We're going to replace this by left clicking. And then it swaps it out. And it's nice. It even swapped it out to Molten Strike here. Perfect. So let's go over here. We're just going to ditch this one. We're going to get another scroll fragment. And we're going to hold these at the bottom. Just like that. Okay. Normally I would just dump them in my chest, but there's stuff in there. I don't want to mix it up right now. So let's get out here into the world. We're going to try out our new Molten Strike. With our big sword, too. This is how we find out our accuracy. The accuracy helps us with this. So we've got a 96% chance to hit. That's pretty good, but we want to get that to 100% sooner versus later, because as you level, this is going to go down because it's going to, at level 10, you're going to require more accuracy than you currently have. Let's see, miscellaneous. Where's our accuracy actually say? Accuracy 42. Well, it's going to take more than 42 at level 10 to keep that 100% rating. So, and we're going to bring this up a second. There we go. 27.12. Here we go. Let's go into the coast and fight our first fight. And I might make like this into a series of videos for people that are new to this. So I'm just hugging the coast. There's a bad guy. We'll right-click on him. Nice. It's a little bit slower of a swing. It feels slower, but we'll see. Ooh, there. See that guy? We're gonna right-click on him, and then I'm gonna do this. Hopefully something drops. Nope. All right. The other thing you can do is see how if I right-click over here, it'll run over there and swing. Well, let's say if I hold the shift key down, it'll swing in place. Now, sometimes you'll want to swing in place, and sometimes you'll want to run over. Right now, we want to swing. We want to run over and swing. Ooh, look at that! So we just happen to hit those two barrels. We got a scroll of wisdom, and this is really important. We're going to use this right now. This is really cool. We got one of these. Remember how this was 1/20th? So that's like finding 10 or 20 of the magic items to save up for this. This is a really good item for just starting out. So we're going to go like this. We're going to take this down here. We're going to take these out because we're changing this from a normal item that was doing 27 damage. We're going to right click on this. We're going to upgrade this normal item to a magic item. We're going to right click and left click, and we're going to hope for you can get up to 2 modifiers to this. Right now it just has that baseline implicit of 40% increased accuracy, but we're going to hope for 2 good ones on here. Might get 1, we'll get 1 or 2, and we'll hope that they're good because there's a big list of things that it can be. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now we can actually use another item to get one more, the other modifier on there randomly. We don't know. That's a good one, and I'll show you why it's a good one. So there's our thing. Let's go look at it. We were at 27 before. We're at 38 now because of that modifier. It raised it up that much. That is amazing. 27, 33% increase. So that we got lucky there. That was beautiful. And that was just off of a couple barrels. Normally I don't find that good, that nice of stuff. And in Ruthless, oh boy. Ruthless, one of those, you might find one, oh boy, not very often. Oh boy, I'm on fire. Press my A key. I have to be careful here. When you're first starting out, you really have to see how much damage they do. So I'm just plopping along at those guys. I'm gonna run up there and hit that guy. Come on. Oh, very nice. I'm gonna use my mana and I'm gonna use my health potion. We're going to take the Shabby Jerkin because worst case scenario, oh, it put it on us. So now we have 39 evasion rating. Evasion is right over here. Let's see. Defense, evasion, 55. Evasion, chance to evade an attack, 21% now. Now if I take that off, watch what happens. I have evasion rating of 15. It doesn't even register. Now at least I have a 21% chance to evade attacks. I think that's just physical attacks. I don't usually do too much evasion stuff. So I just tank the hits. So I'm just looking on the map and I'm running along. I noticed when I came out here I'm looking like this. Ooh, here's a impaled corpse. We're going to check that corpse. Maybe something good on there. Ooh, we just made it did a little noise there. That's going to be over here. In Path of Exiles, you can level up your gems to get stronger and stronger as well. So let's go like that. Now it's down there. So here's the Ruthless gem, and it's currently 70%. It says 70% more. Sometimes it doesn't do anything until the second or third upgrade, but let's see if it does anything. 71% more. So it's getting better. And it really adds up when you're doing, all across the board, and all your gems are getting leveled up and you're getting stronger. It makes a big difference. So let's left click on that. Nothing in there. And we're just going to find some stuff along here. Oop, there's a 1/5 right there of a scroll. Here's another 1/5. We've got the two things right now. We would have enough if we went back to town to get that. Let's go do it for fun. You can go out here. We can, we're going to go do it, and we're going to get stronger right away. Let's kill these guys. And I'm going to show you another neat trick. Let's say we're going to go back in town. And let's do that. Perfect. And here's the other thing. Noticed how this is 38.5? It didn't really change when I upgraded my Ruthless gem, because it doesn't understand. It's just showing you this is on the third hit, it would do 71% more damage. Well, that's not getting calculated in there, because how would it do it? It would have to say, it doesn't do the calculation, see? It stays the same. But you are doing more damage than that. So it's hard to do. You'd say maybe a third more. So because every 3 swings 71% more, it's not even a third more. It's like 60% more. I don't know. There'd be a calculation. It'd be like 25% more on average. You could maybe make that. So while this number shows you everything, it doesn't really calculate everything in perfectly. We're going to go get a ring. So I know I've got 2 of these. I'm going to sell this, get a wisdom scroll.
What little help I can offer you.
Accept. Now I'm going to purchase, because I've got 3 of these, I'm going to purchase this ring right here. Not that one, because it costs more, because it's a magic item. This one. No problem. Now watch what our damage goes up to. 38. 43. So we were at 27. We've almost doubled our damage. Pretty nice. We're going to upgrade we can upgrade our gem too. Now we're at 43, 44. As this goes higher and higher, it makes more damage than that. So we're in good shape so far. Now if I just click on this, left click, it'll bring me right back into the exact same version of the instance that I just did. But let's say I wanted to reset it and do it again for some reason. There's reasons to do that. So we're going to hold down Control and left click. Now I could re-enter the one that I had, and it's going to stay alive for 12 minutes and 47 seconds. But I'm going to go into a brand new one just for fun. There we go. It's reset. And here we go. Very cool. Now it's a new one. The map's reset. All the creatures are reset, and it's totally random. It's a different set of creatures. It's a different set of the map's different. Everything about it. It's all re-rolled, all random. Oh, this. There's a 1/5 again. We need wisdom scrolls to identify things, because we're going to find. Oh, look at this guy. I'm just dodging around. Oh, come on. We swung faster than he did, so we won. Oh, there's a lucky barrel. And I just left click on that barrel and it broke open. That way I didn't have to spend any mana. And I'm just running along. Oh, sorry, I ran right at the guy. Not a good idea, right? Nice. Left click there. Nothing. Some guts. Doesn't look like there's any ways here. Even see that? I can tell that there's nothing down there because of that. And away we go. And if you guys like this stuff, just let me know in the comments, or if my voice is off, let me know if it's too high or too low. If you have any questions, I'll actually answer those as well in the comments. It's a fun game. I played Diablo 4, and I was really disappointed with how little there was to do at the end. It was fun playing the game up until level 50, 60, and then it just started slowing down as far as excitement goes. This game, you're gonna have tons to do endlessly. It's really amazing. Probably too much to do, so I'm just taking a quick look at the stuff I got here so far. Nothing. That's just basically 3 scraps. And we're going to actually hug this wall and kind of, we're going to clear this whole first thing. And that's not the most efficient thing to do at all. Most players, like the fast players, will be within 4 or 5 minutes. They're going to be through the first, all that beach that we went on. They're going to be into, oh, look at this guy. It's a fast one. We're going to heal up and get ready. They'll be into the mud flats, which is the next zone, probably within about 4 or 5 minutes. So this is just me going slow, showing you everything. Uh-oh, this is a boss. We got to be careful of him. We're going to take our map off so that doesn't distract me. This one, he drops stuff on your... Oh, and he puts fire down on the ground. And he lit me on fire, so oh, that's not good. Easy. Take my mana back. There. Oh, easy. Yeah, when he puts you on fire, that's not good. Which makes... Oh, come on. I was about to swing at him and he dodged through there. Oh, look what we got. Right away, I hope you guys noticed it as well, but that's another iron ring. So we don't have to spend... That's like finding 15 items like this because it's 3 wisdom scrolls. Now, if I put this over here, there's our 44, 49. We're almost twice as strong as we were when we entered here. This is really nice. That glass shank, we're not going to ID it because it's magic, and we might get two of these. But this we'll take because we still need wisdom scrolls. Lots of them. All right. Oh, looks like we got a helm now. Another energy shield. We're up to 10 on our energy shield now. Not bad. Look, we need a belt and an amulet. Okay. Let's heal ourselves up. We don't have any natural regen right now. And that boss is always in this map. And he's usually towards the end, and we're close to the end of this map. Ooh, very nice. Guess what that means?
I will disappoint him.
We're going to spend the point. We're going to bring up our skill just to see it affect it as we do it. We were going to go this way. We're going to add, this way is more health. This way is more damage. So 12%. Let's see what that adds to us. 52. Not bad. Oh boy, that thing right there is the Crucible League. We're in the Crucible League. This is this league's mechanic. We're going to activate it. Next league, in a few days, is a whole new mechanic with... Actually, I think it's going to be like 2 leagues worth of content because we're going to get Sanctum back as well. There's a whole really deep new mechanic being added to the game. Like an auto battler. It's where you're part of the battle. It's pretty interesting. So I'll have to figure that out. Oh, we got a portal scroll. Now a portal scroll can be used to go home. You can make a portal to the city, or it can be sold for a wisdom scroll. And I'm going to I usually sell them for wisdom scrolls because I have a way to get back to town without the need of that thing. There's sometimes you need it, but in general you don't. So we're going to show you that. So I'm just clearing out around. I'm going to take that off. Oh, there's a wisdom scroll. Very nice. Use a mana pot. We'll pick that up. And just out of a caution, ooh, a transmute orb. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. We're going to go to the right. We know there's right over here is the thing that the Crucible, but I want to lock in our position by going like this. We activate that, then we can go back to town and go back and forth. We're pretty full on stuff, so we're going to have to activate it pretty soon. Let's move this there. Get a little more space. Not much. Alright, let's go fight this guy. Oh, I hear him laughing at me. Open this up, maybe get something. Ooh, I know what we can do with our... Come on. We're going to use that transmute too, right? Let's do that. Oh, is he coming for us? I hear somebody yelling. And you can turn down the opacity, the layer, if it's too bright for us. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Just to do a little bit. A little bit. How about something like that? That's fine with me. Push save, close. It's a little too bright, a little overwhelming. And we'll take these guys out. And the important thing is you want to clear these guys out around here, because once we activate it, a bunch of monsters are going to come out of here. The very first thing you do, don't make the mistake of clicking 100% on your first one. Ease your way up to 100% because 100% is really, really deadly, and it slows you down trying to kill them. More than likely, you'll die. So, what does this do? Select a weapon. Well, we have this one. This was in our inventory. We want to improve this weapon. So we're going to left click on it. And it says, oh, if we get enough experience from this event, it'll unlock that thing. Okay? And this is a passive tree for your weapon. And then it'll go here, and then you'll have a choice. So let's do this. We're going to hold down left. We're going to get it to about 60%. There it says easy at the bottom, moderate, hard. That's hard enough for me. I'm going to take the map off just to clear it out of there. Very nice. And I just move like this. Oh. Boom. Oh, looks like I got it. I'm going to use my health potion, my mana potion. Oh, this guy's a little bit bigger, a little stronger, but that's not bad. Very relaxing. We got our thing, and we're about halfway to unlocking the first ability on that weapon. And you can do that on all your weapons, and we will as we go through it. So let's go back to town. There's where we're heading for the, see that mission, that title thing? That's where we're going to go next. Let's go back to town for a second. We're going to do a couple of things. We're going to get stronger by doing this, hopefully. Right here, we're going to turn this into a magic item. So we got 2 regular ones. Hopefully we're going to get something good out of this. 2 lucky rolls. Like attack speed would be amazing. Let's see. Evasion, +1 mana per enemy killed. Pretty boring. But you never know what you're going to get, so let's do it. Now these white items, we bought them just so that we could sell them for scraps. Because we don't have any wisdom. We have 1 wisdom scroll. Control, clicking them in there. Cool. Looks like we sold see that item right there? I think it's this one. That's unidentified. Remember when we sold the identified one, we got 1 alteration shard? Now we're going to get 2 transmute shards for the unidentified one. So we need transmute shards, which turn white items into blue magic items. So that's why we need these. So we're not going to identify this. We're just going to sell it unidentified. And let's see what we get, because we need we need to turn them into magic items. So I'm going to go toss these things. I'll hold them down here. Normally I just throw them in my stash.
Okay.
Now the thing is, I have a stash. This is called the currency tab. And if you right click on it, if you buy tabs, I would buy the currency tab and the map tab first. The map tab is where? Here's my map tab. It puts all your maps, it really helps organize you as far as maps, which are the end game content, and currency, which is you're going to be using it all the time. So let's go ahead and put this in here. I just control click it in there, and it automatically goes in there. And even if on another tab, as long as you have this clicked with the affinities, and you say OK, and you can change the name of it. I changed it to $, and you can change the color of it, everything. So let's say you were on right here, and you're on this tab, and you press Control click. It puts it right in there. It knows what tab to go, the affinity, where it goes to, how it likes it, and you're going to start off with tabs like these, not those. Well, I should take this out of here. It's a bunch of currency that I had from my other guy. We'll put it in our main one so we can show you what's going on with that stuff. And I scroll down. You're going to start off with 4 tabs like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is enough tabs to play the entire campaign, all 10 acts. And the only thing is, you will have to do something, you'll have to organize your own loot. It's not the end of the world. And if you don't like the game, You haven't spent any money. It's free. It's free to play, and there's no pay to win. The only pay to win is, a nicer way to do this. That's the difference. There's even a starter pack that gives you the best bang for your buck. I think it's like $20. And then there's sales that go on the weekends usually for different tabs. So there's a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of tabs over the years. Like fossil tab puts all my fossils in. These are all crafting. These are all the different currency items in the game that do things. This is really, really a deep game, guys. It's unbelievable. So I have my town portal and that. Let's see. I'm going to actually sell the town portal for a wisdom scroll. And then we're going to see if they have anything cool for sale. I would like an amulet. And I would like an amulet that regens my mana. There's one for an orb. I don't want to buy that though. What about a scroll? Because I only have these 2 scrolls here. So this one's 13. I don't want that one. 22, 22, 16, 18, 17. Looks like 22 it is. We'll buy that one. Put it right here, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to show how much it does for us. Right there. 9. That's a lot. All right, here we go. Now we can go back here, and we can go right to the end. See how that if there's a circle in here like this, a big circle, that means you have a waypoint there, and you can just click it and go there. And there we are. And if I wanted to go fight that big guy again and hopefully get some better drops, I could do that right now. I could just click this, hold down Control, and I could say New. And I'm right here. I just look around right by the edge here, wherever he'd be, and he's usually at the end, down at this end. So I could fight him over and over if I wanted to. Probably not the most efficient. But we're going to go to the title island, and we're going to get that medicine thing. And away we go. Let's do that. Let's not die, because they're trying to freeze. Oh, look at this. Triple red. Red, red, red. Now this one gives us 5 energy shield, but guess what? I want the red. We're going to put that there. This is pretty good too. I wish it was a little bit better, because I would replace it with this one in hopes that I'd use a transmute on there and get lucky and get the what do you call it, the movement speed. But I'm gonna wait for a better, like a red red green or a red green green, all 3 connected, before I transmute it. Let's go down here. Very cool. Very nice. And we'll do these guys. So you've seen us. We started out. We only have. We've got some good drops, but not really. Nothing super crazy. Sword is nice-ish. Oh yeah, the sword had that. We got a good roll on that too. But alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, this is the bad guy at the end. We got to really be careful about this guy. We're going to take our map off to stop distracting us. He aims where you're running too, so he's a little smarter. Perfect. Oh boy, here we go. 2 portal scrolls, an armor scrap. That's worth 2 wisdom scrolls. Or you could improve your armor, but I don't want to do that yet, so I'm going to probably sell that for wisdom scrolls. A stone axe, that is a 2-hander, and we're going to take all this stuff. Click here, nothing on that guy. There's the medicine chest. This we're going to identify right now, because this could be big. This could be really big. Right now we're doing 58.8. It has the 2 reds, so we're not, falling behind. In fact, we're going to take this off of here and put it there. Pretty cool. Well, I heard some growling by me. So we still have 58.9. We're going to identify this, and hopefully it'll have some good stats. This one only has 1 mod. It has the increased accuracy, which is nice to have. This one's going to have what? 16% increased damage. increased physical damage, adds cold damage, attack speed, critical strike, gain mana, and act. This is across the board. Every single item on that list of 6 items that it rolled are good stats. Stats that actually make a dent and increase our damage. But will it still be better than this? I'm going to say yes, but we're going to find out. 58? I'm going to guess 74. Here we go. 73.84. I was only off by 0.16. Beautiful thing. There we go. We've got an upgrade. We're doing a lot more damage. Let's go bonk one of these guys on the head. Bonk. Oh, we can open that up too. We got a corroded blade. Corroded blade is it's a two-hander and it's all connected. That'd be nice, but this is too good to pass up, even though it only has the 2 connections. So I'm going to show you the easy way to get back to town. We're going to spend our point, and we're going to spend it right here. Let's see what increased damage does. 12%, and we're going to go here next, here, and here. 79. We are so much. We started out with 27 damage from our fireball, and now we're up to 79, and we've just begun. So I'm going to figure out how to get back to town by doing this. You don't need a portal scroll. We could use one and go back. Ooh, let's open these up. Oh my gosh! Well, easy, buddy. Let's take these guys out. Beautiful. Oh, how do you live? Despicable. We're going to upgrade our Ruthless. We're going to replace that pretty soon. See this thing right here? Remember when I said it? Oh, it only had the one item. Where was it? It had only had one thing on it. Oh, it was our weapon. This is an augment. It augments it with an additional modifier. Well, if we happen to have one on here, right now we don't, then we'd augment it. So we'll put it right over here, and this will add that extra additional thing to a magic item if we don't get it. Pretty cool. All right, let's go back to town. And we're going to go back to town this way. We're going to press escape. Exit the character selection. And just push play. That's highlighted. You can double click this guy or just press play. And we're back in town. We've got room, so we're going to talk to her and see what she says.
Almost stopped believing in me.
Ooh, we have 3 choices. You're going to find enough of these flasks very soon, and you can even buy them. But these are hard to find. So we're going to take it, and this is a movement speed for 6 seconds. Twice you can do it until it recharges by killing stuff. Of a sprint. This is a 40% movement, and this is beautiful. We'll put it right there. There. Every time I push space, I sprint. The next thing, for this build, don't do bleed. It's a support skill. Don't do bleed. Don't do momentum support. Choose ancestral call support, and I'll show you why. See how it's going to supported skills strike 2 additional targets. Now it does less damage, but you're going to strike more targets. So for a single target, it would be worse to have this on there, but for big packs of stuff, which we're going to be fighting all the time, we're at 79. Our damage should go down. Now we got 3 reds, which is beautiful. Went back down, but that's okay because it's going to do more balls of fury. Let's go. We'll go test that out on. Oh, I should have reset this area, right? Let's reset it. So control click, new. That way we'll get some creatures right out here. And here's the regular way without it. Come on, guys. Looks like 2 extra little balls. Not bad. Now we're going to put it on there. Oh. Easy. I don't want to die here. Now let's do it. 4! 2 extra. Very cool. Let's take these in. Oh, we don't even have... Oh, we do have room. And the transmute shard. Let's get back to town. Looks like we're just going over an hour. All right, guys. And with that, I hope it helps, and I'll see you on the next one. If you like this stuff, so go ahead and subscribe. We're going over an hour. I usually try to keep them under an hour, but oh well. Let's finish this out. Let's sell this stuff, and we'll find out what we get. Sell. We can sell that. Tempting, but no. Sell, sell, sell. We're getting more wisdom scrolls for this stuff. If you happen to find one that has red, green, and blue, and they're linked, you get a chromatic orb, which allows you to change colors on an item. Very important. Very, very important. We're in good shape. We'll sell all that. We'll say accept. We've got a transmute shard here. We're going to sell that and these. So now we have 4, which makes 7. Very cool. And we're going to do our transmute shard. Now what can we do it on? We don't want to do it there. We're going to do it on this this right here. Here we go. Transmute. Upgrade to something good. Right click. Left click. Strength. Not bad, but not great either. Cool. And if we only got one thing on there, we could add another thing, another mod to it by using that. Beautiful thing. We'll take a look at this guy. Slate. Oh, he knows that. You don't have to click these, but sometimes they have a reward, so it's worth it.
Stay sharp out there.
Stay sharp. Molten Strike. 64. 68. So we're pretty good shape, and we get two more hits. Everything's good. We are in good shape, guys. I hope this helps you guys, and I'll be putting out the next in this series, and it'll explain more and more as we go. There is so much more to this game that it's literally unbelievable how much more there is. We're in the very first. We're not even for the first. We're not even 1% into this game. We're not even a tenth of 1%. So I hope this helps you guys, and enjoy. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. That way you'll see the other videos as they come out. And I'll probably be putting out a lot of them, because I like this game a lot. It's fun. And I'm getting ready for the new league. Have a good one, and enjoy.